Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. We've got a lot to get through. Today, and there's some, don't want to come on here and say I'm going to give you guys blockbuster news, because I'm not. It's a little update in relation to Erling Haaland, and we've got other things to discuss as well that I'm going to bring to your attention. But first and foremost, before we get into that, I want to let you guys know today's video is brought to you and sponsored by the OneFootball app. Yes, make sure you head to the link in the description. Make sure you download the OneFootball app. Everything you need to know in relation to football as a whole is in the app, whether you're following your favourite team or your favourite country. England is coming home. Or if you're Italian, that would help. But anything that you want to know, transfer news, videos, content, any sort of news and updates, you can get on the OneFootball app, as well as any player statistics, team statistics, any information to do with a player, team, or a country. You'll find it in the OneFootball app. So make sure you download it. Link in the description. Enjoy. Let's get into the latest in relation to Erling Haaland, because we want to know what's going on. That's thing number one. We want to know what is going on with Erling Haaland and how close this to happening, and is it happening? Is it happening? Well, Fabrizio Romano went on Twitch, and for those of you that don't follow him on Twitch, you can follow him at Fabrizio Romano. He's over there on Twitch now doing streams, talking about transfers and doing what he does best, really. But he's said something about Chelsea, Roman Abramovich, and Erling Haaland. Let's check this out. So, we have this as the latest. Chelsea fans should stay patient and be happy, because they will make signings, of course, but there's nothing imminent. They love Thomas Tuchel. Unless Roman Abramovich decides to break the bank, then Haaland will be very difficult. To follow up, we've got this, just as a little coinciding headline to go along with it, saying, breaking, there is no deadline for Erling Haaland. Dortmund do not want to sell him this summer. Unless Roman Abramovich breaks the bank, things will be very difficult. And that was what Fabrizio said on his stream. He went on to say, obviously, that the fact Fabrizio Romano confirms that Chelsea will make signings this window, but Chelsea fans should stay patient. Chelsea loves Thomas Tuchel. Roman Abramovich could decide to break the bank for Haaland. This is the only way the deal will happen. So it's getting frustrating, because there always seems to be an update like this, but it's the same thing. Right, and I know a few of you in the comments have already said it, and I agree with you guys. I'm only here to give you guys the latest and to give you guys my opinion on the latest. I'm not a journalist. I'm not trying to find, is it actually happening? Like, what's the inside scoop? Can I get in touch with an in the know? Like, no. I hear, I talk. This is simple. It's simple. I hear what you hear. But the only difference is I give my opinion on it. As we're in the off-season and we're waiting for the transfer window to end, and we're waiting for the season to begin, and then we go back into our match day stuff. Apart from that, I just hear news and I give you my opinion on it. Right now, I'm in the same boat as all of you. It's frustrating. But I'm confident at the same time, because we all knew from the get-go this was going to take time. This wasn't going to be done like that. It's a very complicated deal. Why? Because it doesn't just involve Chelsea and Haaland. That's it. It involves Borussia Dortmund and the money that they want to try and get for him. It involves Mino Raiola, who wants to put all sorts of things into the contract, left, right and centre, as well as money being paid to him direct, because that is how he does business. The thing with Mino Raiola, he's an agent. Apparently, according to players, he's fantastic, because he'll always put his client's needs as priority. He'll always fight for the interests of his player or his client. Always. And that's good. For as a player, you want your agent to do that. You want him to put your interests at the front. And he does that. But what Raiola does, because he is Mino Raiola, is every single negotiation, he wants to take a piece of the pie for himself. Other agents don't do that. Even George Mendes, I don't think, does that. Mino Raiola, though, he wants a portion of the pie. If it's a deal worth 150 million, yeah, I'm going to need like 10 or 20 million coming straight to my bank account, please. That is what Mino Raiola does. And hence why there have been issues with him and other teams in the past, because it comes to that one certain requirement. Look, you want the player? Give me my portion. I want my piece of the cake. Simple. That is what Mino Raiola does. And I think Chelsea will be willing to do that on this occasion. In the past, we've said no. When Mino Raiola was the agent of Lukaku, at the moment, I think Lukaku split off from him. But when he was the agent, or was it Pogba? Was it Pogba or was it Lukaku? I don't know. I've lost it, because I remember we wanted Pogba, and then he ended up going to Man United. We wanted Lukaku. He ended up going to Man United. So I'm not all sure which one it was. I know he was definitely Pogba's agent, but I'm not sure if it was the deal with Lukaku. When Chelsea were getting close to getting the signature of either one of them, whether it was Pogba or Lukaku under Mourinho or Antonio Conte, that Mino Raiola thing was what stopped the whole deal. He wanted a piece of the pie, and Chelsea went, nah, we're not doing that. United did. Hence why they got the signature. That is what Mino Raiola does. And I think Chelsea will be happy to do it on this one occasion, because it's Erling Haaland and because we need a striker that's so clinical, just as Erling Haaland is. We need it. We need it if we want to win the title. Simple as that. We need a striker. So we'll see what goes down. But yeah, I'm frustrated as much as you guys. But what I want to tell you guys, just like Fabrizio was saying, is it will be done. Now, whether it's Haaland or someone else, we'll see. But we will be signing a striker. We will be getting someone in. That will happen. For Haaland, though, I think it will happen. That's my honest gut feeling. I think it will happen. Why? Because Dortmund have to be stupid to not let him go now. And then lose out on possibly 80 million that they could have on top of his release clause, instead of just waiting for the release clause next summer. It would be stupid of Dortmund to do that. I don't think they're going to do that. We are the only team in the running for Haaland. It would just make sense for us to go and get him and to pay the money. And I think Roman will. We're not broke. We have good financial stability. We're getting rid of some players. I'm going to get to some news on that very, very shortly. But we are raising funds. We have money. We have a good budget. We want to break the bank. We want to get Haaland. We have what it takes. We can get him. So we'll see what happens. But it's a complex thing. It will take time. Hopefully not too long, but I'm hoping it will happen. Keep your eyes peeled. Now, let's get into the latest in terms of an outgoing player. This is to do with Emerson. Check this out. Direct contact was made between Chelsea and Napoli last week over Emerson Palmieri. Marina Granovskaya made it clear that it would cost the Italian side 20 million euros plus 5 million euros in bonuses to land Emerson. Deal remains a work in progress. So, that's nice. We'll be getting some money on top. There's obviously the whole Olivier Giroud thing, which looks like that's on the brink of happening. When it's official, I will be doing a video based on that. But we're going to get 2 million euros for Giroud. So fair. 25 million euros for Emerson. Cool. We're raising funds. We're saving some cash, yeah? So we'll see what happens. But Emerson, I think, is going to be the one on the way out. Marcos Alonso looking like he is going to be sticking around. So we'll see what goes down. But I think this one will happen. I think Emerson will be leaving the club. We'll see what happens when it actually all goes down and he actually leaves Chelsea. But it's nice that we are getting rid of the outgoings first. And then we're going to raise some money, make sure we get some money, make sure we profit, and then we'll see what happens. Now, in terms of Chelsea Football Club and the way that we are doing things at the moment, well, Chelsea have returned back to training. Check this out. So, linking up with the gaffer. There's Thomas Tuchel with Tino Angerin, and then he greets Tammy Abraham. Now that embrace is a good embrace, a very, very good embrace. That's nice to see between Tuchel and Tammy. It looks like Tammy might be staying at Chelsea Football Club. And then we have Tuchel and Callum Hudson-Odoi, because obviously they get along, don't they? But yeah, those three lads joined Thomas Tuchel back at Cobham today, first day of pre-season. So that's very, very nice to see. Very nice to see. And I'm expecting, I think Marcos Alonso showed up as well in the afternoon. So he's now with the squad. Anyone else that played at the Euro has a 3-week holiday. From the moment they get eliminated, whether they've already been eliminated, like Havertz and all of them lot, or the French team, or the finalists now, you will get 3-week holiday from when you exit the tournament. So we're going to be expecting the Germans and the French back hopefully very soon, in the next week and a half or so. And then we will be getting the finalists back, the Italians and the English lads. So, yeah, we'll see how that all goes down. But some lads are back at Cobham. They're training. They're getting stuck into it. And it's nice to see Tammy with a smile. It's nice to see he looks motivated and he looks ready to start training hard. So I'm hoping he sticks around. And maybe he's convinced himself that maybe Chelsea's the best place to be right now. Anyway, we'll see what goes down. Hopefully he can get Thomas Tuchel's head turned towards him. We'll see what Tammy and the boys can do. Now, to wrap up this video, there's been some doubt in terms of Antonio Rudiger, because he's talking with Chelsea in terms of renewing his contract. But during the Euros, he wasn't saying anything. He stalled talks. He wasn't talking to the club. Everything had stopped. And that kind of got a few of you worried. Well, what I want to give you guys is the latest in terms of Antonio Rudiger. Check this out. So, There is no rush between Chelsea and Antonio Rudiger over a contract extension, and there's Rudiger giving us a little kiss to the camera. But what I do want to turn your attention to is what he himself has tweeted today. Check this out. On this day in 2017, I signed my contract for Chelsea. Thanks a lot to all of you for your amazing support, especially in the last season. Still very proud of what we have achieved together and feeling very confident the upcoming season will be a big success as well. So what does that tell you? He's staying. He's staying. He's going to sign a new deal. Don't get it twisted. He's definitely staying at Chelsea. I'm not worried. I think it was just a case of finishing the Euros, focusing on the German team. Once that's finished, and obviously England knocked them out. Antonio, you're welcome. You can now get back to contract negotiations and deal it with Chelsea and sign that new deal, which will be happening. He will be staying at Chelsea. There's been a little rumour in terms of Zuma today that he's being plucked by Real Madrid and by Jose Mourinho at Roma. But we'll see what happens there, because I'm not necessarily sure that one will go through. We kind of need to keep our centre-backs because I don't think we're going to be buying one. So it'll be wise to keep on hold to all of them. We'll see. We'll see what goes down. But that's your latest for today. Let me know what you think in the comment section below in relation to Erling Haaland, in relation to Emerson going for 25 million, in relation to Antonio Rudiger. Let me know everything that I've discussed. What are your thoughts? I'd love to hear it. Thank you all so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you are new. Hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you've enjoyed this. And I will see all of you tomorrow for double upload, I think it's going to be. I'll try and do a double upload. You'll be getting a Chelsea video or general Chelsea football video, and you'll also be getting the England-Italy preview. Oh my God, we're that close to it now. The final is around the corner. We'll see what goes down. But I'll see all of you tomorrow. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a good one. Look after yourselves. Take care. And peace.